Hello everyone, it's Meredith. I'm here with our daily reading for Thursday, November 1st, 2018. Happy November, everybody. We are using the Santa Muerte Tarot one more time this week. Just felt appropriate. It's been giving some nice readings for us. So, all right, November, 1st of November. Don't forget to check out your November monthlies. They will be linked for you at the end of this video alongside the weekly forecast, which is time-stamped in the description box, so you can scroll through it easily. And yeah, let's see what's happening in our Thursday. So our card from the bottom of the deck, this is the theme running through the day. We have the Chariot. Oh, look at this card. It's so different. Typically we see the Chariot, you know, a man in his chariot with a couple of horses. This looks like a gypsy caravan. What a very cool way to do this card. Looks like they're having a nice little party there too. There is a message on this card. We all know it's dynamic movement forward, having the will to fuel our desire, a journey begun, and so on. For some, it indicates a major departure, and others, it simply means travel, taking a trip. Probably for, if that's the case, it feels related to work and career. It could be a pleasure trip too, like it feels short though, like a weekend away sort of thing. There is another message on this card, and I rarely mention it, but I feel guided to today, and that is a message of self-control. And by self-control, I am intuitively feeling that it's mindfulness, being very mindful of our thoughts. Like, did we hop on the hamster wheel? And are we just running in circles with our thoughts? Are we engaged in monkey mind, vulture thinking? And are we aware that if we drift in that hamster wheel, let's say, that that is a contribution toward our now moment manifestation? So I feel that the Chariot is showing up today as a reminder to stay mindful, to notice if you end up on the hamster wheel of your thoughts, and then understand that while you were being somewhat unconscious of your hamster wheel thoughts, that those thoughts are energy that have now been contributed to your co-creative process. So if you notice that you're there, take a breath, get heart-centered, and then reaffirm your intentions, goals, and plans for yourself, okay? I'm sure we'll come back to this in some way. Our first card here, Knight of Pentacles. Well, what was that about plans? He's the man with one, and we love that about him. Indeed we do. He's Mr. Slow and Steady. He does have a plan. He's got great qualities that are sometimes overlooked. And what's interesting is that the Chariot is about swift movement and the Knight of Pentacles is not. So, it feels as though we may have this inspired, energetic burst of energy to move forward, and we are met with inertia in some way. But the inertia then brings us into our expanded consciousness, and we may notice that we have drifted into realms that are not productive to our co-creation. So this becomes a gift. So the Knight of Pentacles has a nice long vision for his oncoming. He does what he needs to do in the now that will benefit him at another time. He is unconcerned with when. He only knows that his preparedness will be met with opportunity within divine timing, and he will take advantage of that. So this is a good message. We can emulate this. Next card, Two of Cups. Okay. I love how this card has been done. I love that her hand is inside his rib cage reaching for his heart, and he is allowing that. It's perfect love, perfect trust on this card. Two of Cups is a good partnership in career or how we are of service. And it is also new love taking root, a new love beginning, love rekindled, and current loving relationships deepening their commitment, expanding their commitment. It's beautiful. I'll come back to this one too. Interesting. Next one. Temperance. Wow. Okay, so speed, swiftness on the Chariot. Knight of Pentacles, not at all. Then we have Temperance, which is often called patience, which I have changed to allowing. So what I see here is a progression, this desire to move forward. And we surge ahead, but we are met with some sort of experience that brings us a sense of delay or a slowing down. And it serves us because it allows us to see what we might have missed if we sped by. Hence the, are you being mindful of your thoughts right now? What are you cultivating? And then we have the Two of Cups. This has a lot to do with relationship. I feel as though some of us are at odds with how things are unfolding in this Venus retrograde. So there are those of us that are experiencing our loving relationships. Some of us are feeling that they're moving along fine, but we have excited anticipation for a next step. And the astrology, the influence of the retrograde planets has slowed things down considerably so that we don't miss something important, like an opportunity to savor what is before us in the now moment. Or if we go speeding by or speeding through an experience with our beloved just because we're excited about our desires being met and fulfilled and shared through the sharing of togetherness, this deliberate slowing down of energy allows us to comfortably settle into savoring the moment. And that's what I see here in the Two of Cups. There's a deep gratitude here between them. There's perfect love and trust. And there's expansive love here and a deepened commitment to one another. Now, if we went racing into this with the Chariot, we would most likely, in hindsight, have an inner conversation that could end up on our hamster wheel that sounds something like, I wish I had done this. I wish I had not rushed forward. I wish I had not rushed through that experience. So we're being gifted with the Knight of Pentacles and Temperance here to slow our roll. Quite literally, savor what you have. Savor what is. And there's a message here too of not thinking too far ahead into the future. The Knight of Pentacles does not do that. He's a very now moment knight, which is great. He simply is prepared for whatever comes his way because he has an expanded vision of his potential oncoming. He's got everything that he needs. So the message here is we have all the resources we require. We could come into greater harmony with divine surrender in radical allowing. That's a mouthful. All right, but Temperance here, there's a message of alchemy on this card too, and it is transmuting volatile energies, transforming volatile energies. And I feel intuitively that this is what's happening in our own minds. We are We are very deliberate and intentional about living from our heart space, seated within our soul energy, living with our heart space. And yet, the busy brain, it creeps in, and we have to give it the attention that it's due in a wholehearted, healed way. And that's what I feel Temperance is here offering to us, so that we have the fullness of the experience on the Two of Cups, rather than half the experience because we rushed through. So this is the very thing to be mindful of. What are you contributing when you're not mindful? Where are your thoughts going? What are you co-creating? And if you are not being mindful and you are not paying attention, and these busy brain thoughts are creeping in, are you undermining yourself? That becomes the question. And then are you looking outward and saying, well, this just hasn't happened yet and I don't know why. This is why. Okay, let's see what's next. Strength. Well, look at this card. Boy, it's just gorgeous. A dragon instead of a lion. Okay. This position, this Strength card underneath the Knight of Pentacles, this is what's within the Knight of Pentacles. All this strength, all this raw energy, and a wild streak. It's all in there. It's just that he's so comfortable in his heart space and his soul energy that he shows up like Temperance. And he's completely willing to be in harmony with divine timing. And that's the message that I feel is being hammered in this reading today. Divine timing. You know, get in harmony with it. It's fascinating to me that we have this dynamic energy here that moves forward, unleashed, unhindered, very determined, and then whoa, slowed way down. Slow motion here with the Knight, and then on to Temperance. So you have it in a minor suit, which is more of a temporary energy, and then you have it in the major suit, which is a more permanent energy. So this is a sustained period of this experience. You know, the raw wild spirit that remains intact on this card is the very thing that we would want to savor and not rush through. Next card, the Hierophant. Well, there it is, deepened commitment. There's no way to rush the deepening of our commitment. And there's no way to rush through a reevaluation of our values and our traditions even. This is a very traditional card. And this is a card of educating the self, too. You can't rush wisdom either. This is interesting to me. It's a fascinating reading, really. So we are having a reevaluation of our traditions and our values. We are, some of us, educating ourselves. It could be for career, could be for work, because it is under the 2, and the 2 does relate to business or career partnerships, so that is an aspect there. And within relationships, this is the deepening of commitment, while still maintaining this wild, spirited, liberated, unleashed freedom. It's got to be there within our relationships. And so if we remain mindful of that, we will continue to co-create that. And if we disconnect our heart space and our head space, then we drift on that hamster wheel, and we end up having to, if we're fortunate, redo and do it better the next time. Okay, next card. Oh, look at this. 8 of Wands. Okay, so we start fast, we end fast. And in the middle, there's this slow motion experience to be savored. So the message here is to, as you feel the energy, slow down. It doesn't mean it's stopping. It doesn't mean it's delaying. It is an opportunity for us to take stock of what's going on up in our noggins and how we are running that energy through our heart space and co-creating with the all that is. And as soon as we recognize where we may have come off track with our thoughts and reaffirmed our intentions, our plans, our goals, and transmuted the energy within that slowing down and recaptured the wild spirit, done a reevaluation of where is it I'm going, what am I doing, am I making choices that bring me closer to my goals and plans? If not, we make the adjustment, and then 8 of Wands. We start moving along again, nice and smoothly. 8 of Wands is one of the happiest cards in the suit of Wands, and it is information incoming. So it feels to me also that the Chariot delivers some information to us as well in our Thursday. And I could see or feel some of us having a reaction to that and wanting to respond immediately, but then events unfold in such a way that we can't, and then in hindsight we realize that's the very alchemy we required so that we didn't act rashly. And then as we sort through that information and we come to resolution with it, everything picks back up again in a very positive way. Wow. What an interesting reading. Leave some comments, folks. Let me know what happened. I'd love to read these messages. Okay. Had a request from Miss Perla. I haven't done the empowering questions for a few days, so Perla is asking for those. Far be it from me to deny you what you desire in terms of cards, folks. All right. Let's see. Ooh. Here's a good one. Okay. Am I living according to the expectations and dreams of others or my own? How do I distinguish them from each other? See, this is the very thing that could trip us up here. Are you being mindful? That's a great question. Hey, feel free to leave your answers on the channel. Everybody loves reading those comments, so as do I. Love them. Okay, let's move on to Angel Answers. This is your opportunity to ask a question. Oh, I have one already spilling out of my hands here. Trust. My guides are saying trust yourself. This is not a test. We're not getting it wrong. The cards are sending up a flare, really, off the Chariot. We've gone rushing out of the gate in our little gypsy caravan, and we're all excited, and then a messenger arrives. Hello, Knight of Pentacles. And we all slow down and go, what? What's that about? And then we've got to sort through it all and make sure that we stay connected to the things we hold the most dear. Okay, so reevaluate and trust yourself to be able to do that and do it well. You have Temperance here. You have 8 of Wands. You have the Hierophant here. We can do this. We have strength. Look at all these major cards. Chariot, Temperance, Strength, Hierophant. It's a pretty loaded reading. Okay, next card. Trust yourself. Okay, next one. Look for a sign. Yes, the signs will show up. The Hierophant will reveal them to us, I feel, as will our inner strength. And by asking ourselves this question over here, I doubt very seriously that we will miss the importance of what requires savoring. Okay. Next card. Oh my goodness. Opportunity. That's what I was saying about the Knight. He's so prepared for whatever opportunity shows up, and he takes advantage of it. Perfect. We will do the same, because once we slow the roll here and we see the full picture, and we are not just drifting unconsciously away, we are mindful instead, everything becomes clear to us. Signs become clear. Our ability to trust our own decision making and our own wisdom, and our ability to say yes or no to the opportunities in front of us. Are they in alignment with our dreams and goals? Or are we caving to someone else's expectation of us? All right, last card comes from Notes from the Universe. I'm going to take this one right off the top. There's a deeper reason for each of your questions. Seek it. Guidance, attention, help, maybe. Love, always. Criticism, never. The question was, what to give others, if anything at all. Isn't it fun being you, the universe? Yeah, love. That's what we give others. That's what we give ourselves. 2 of Cups. All right, everybody. Happy Thursday. Happy November 1st. Again, check out your November monthlies. Don't forget to watch your Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus videos so you get a full picture of the energy atmosphere of the month for you. Linked here at the end of the video. Check out the weekly forecast. Time-stamped for you in the description box. If you'd like a private reading, you can book it in the description box below. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Bye for now.